First appearance ko rin kasi sa Worlds, kaya sobrang special talaga sa akin.
Lights up! It's Aurora Gaming!
Into the Star Shatter versus the Abyssal Arrow. Better hit rates on Yawi, but what does it mean? Oh my god, the Purified has stopped! The final slash is Sanford! Gets shut down, the Hunter becomes the Hunted!
And now,
AOG back!
That's the first stack that they get on his Sky Piercer. Will they continue this fight though? Because they already lost 2. And that's right before this Lord actually spawned, Leo.
So 3v5. Liquid, for the first time in a while, have to consider we have less bodies on the floor. Sanji throwing out an arrow.
What? Light's already half HP with just that single combo. And now that's making things a bit awkward for Aurora.
The
but they're
blitz!
still deciding to blitz the Lord. Karltzy trying to make his way. He has to deal with Edward first. Oheb looking for a target. And it's going to be Light instead. But on the other side of the map, Karltzy finding Edward. And Sanji has a double kill.
Oh my god!
Karltzy and Sanji! What a chase from the cavalry!
Nothing comes for free. A stampede in the wake of a stolen Lord. Aurora, highway robbery up against Liquid when they were down 5,000 gold. Liquid with a punish.
What Lord? That Lord's gone! Team
Health,
Liquid.
the rest of Aurora have to back out. So there's the Mount Shocker. Karltzy sees everyone.
Why is actually Light still there? I think that's going to be my question for now, because that's going to be a free kill over to Liquid. So you could see how Oheb's just consistently trying to manage the waves, not necessarily putting himself alongside the other members of Liquid, so that Aurora could see and have full information as to where everyone is. But Oheb finds the way of the dragon on Bennyqt, just kicking him away.
Oh my
Not
god!
the best angle though. Edward jumping in, gets revealed by the Echo as well. But Light, will he survive this? He gets to survive with the glorious pathway.
Light lives! And Aurora pull out so much from Liquid. They spent a good amount of their ults and of course a couple of battle spells, while Aurora only use up their ults and Light's revitalize. Look at this, Karltzy this whole time was playing with the Lord. Now it's at a 10th of its health. I think Liquid are gonna secure.
Yep, Oheb knows where Bennyqt is. Bennyqt's up top, but without a flicker. Aurora could just walk through, so they always have an idea of where they could potentially be approaching the next objective. It makes it so hard for Aurora, who, based on their lineup, just naturally need to walk towards wherever they want to go.
Oh my god, they catch 2!
Oh, it's a flicker from Sanji, but a failed attempt to assassinate Bennyqt. A pickoff just in time for Aurora.
Overextension from the Lone Stallion.
Okay, Sanford picking up the Oracle, but still they're one member down. Oheb, does he want to join this?
This is the best shape for Aurora to actually go for this major objective, but they have to keep eyes on the Filipino sniper. He might get away with this split push, the rat strat.
He's actually forcing a reaction. Who's gonna work and deal with the waves?
You know what?
Edward?
I think it's worse than what we think. It might not be a split push. He might actually intercept whoever goes to defend. Oheb makes himself known, visible. Lord being pulled in by Karl. Lord at an 8th of its health.
Yep, they denied Aurora from potentially blitzing the Lord. Now Karl's holding it. JP catching the Star Shutters and even the Thorn Growth, but the damage has been too much. Phantom Execution already committed, and the AOG is used as well.
All right, Light holds the Pixel Brush away from the Apex Predator. Bennyqt pulling in.
Oh, Bennyqt's very low. He wanted to recall, but Sanford just keeps checking the brushes. And now it might be Light. That's the target. Oheb just in time. Stunning Light. Taking him down, and Karltzy takes the Lord. Unfortunately gets to dodge it, but that's a good seal. Astral Echo revealing multiple members. Phantom Execution in. Bennyqt briefly gets taunted, but is this enough time for Aurora? The deal with the Lord! Edward jumping in, stunning multiple members. Bennyqt just waiting for Karl, and they take him down first. Sanford could only do so much when he's left alone. Oheb and Sanji have to run away, but he gets caught by the Star Shutter. Immortality won't be popped, but they have to let go of Sanford.
Massive predictions from member members of Aurora, considering where the vengeance might go. The dashes of Sanford, 2 free kills for Aurora, kicking Liquid out of their base.
Sanford and Karl are nowhere to be found.
Not for about 40 seconds.
And they might just go for this one-way push to take the most that they can after Liquid's turrets being untouchable for how many minutes now?
These 3 can't defend from the 5 on Aurora. Look at Oheb from the back line. What's the Filipino sniper gonna do? AOG!
AOG from JP, but they get to burst him down. That's the immortality already popped. Does JP get away with this? It's a no!
Oheb still hiding. Oheb, what's the plan? Star Shadow throw. Now Bennyqt!
Oh! Was that the way of the dragon dodged?
Yes, it was!
In a split second, Bennyqt got to dodge!
I could have sworn Oheb was gonna go straight for Doming, but instead it's Bennyqt who flushes him out of the brush. No one taken out from Aurora in their attempt to go straight down mid. Lord spawned. Aurora doing a little bit of homework, cleaning up their base as Sanji spots Bennyqt. The Bennyqt T40.
Still not over it. How do you dodge a way of the dragon that was committed to you while he was inside the bush? But Sanji trying to look for targets here. Bennyqt holding the Lord.
Phantom execution, spent in, Glory's pathway.
Oh, Sanford now is the target. He gets to use the final slash, but he doesn't survive for long. Now Aurora gain access to Karl. What can Sanji and Oheb do?
Oheb coming in! Bennyqt dashes through!
But he gets stunned by light, and he doesn't get to do his full combo. He's just trying to escape, but Bennyqt finds Sanji instead.
The chef gets cooked. It's a 3-man coalition from Liquid. Aurora hunting Karl down!
Oh! And with the flicker star shutter combo, the GOAT is taken down!
Yue doesn't miss Lord to Aurora!
As if the entire 20 minutes weren't in favor of Liquid. Aurora with such a massive clapback, but Oheb in an attempt to find a trade pops the immortality of Bennyqt, but that's all he can do.
Daddy JP doing his darndest to get something out of the exchange. Takes out Bennyqt, but it's too late.
He's left alone, and with no one from Liquid to defend. This 26-minute game ends in the hands of Aurora.
The Northern Lights first to the board. Game 1 goes to Aurora. How they look when they won in Jakarta in M4 a few years back. It's very different now. They've definitely grown. Turtle already very low.
Shadow kill. Going to prove it just in time, but it's still not enough for Karl to steal away the objective.
Oh!
Now Sanford has to go down.
Flicker, the Throne of Ruin, did not work this time against Aurora. Not so fast, RWM!
And the AOG to try and provide a bit more pressure.
Moscow, so they could have split the map, but now they just really want to convert. They really want to win big and then take turrets. Without winning big, they can't take turrets.
Oh no, Karl!
Oh!
The energy eruption. The taunts from Bennyqt. Now they gain access to the purple buff. Embracer's Wrath is dodged, but not the real world manipulation. JP gets stuck inside, but Oheb's just trying to do what he can. But they inevitably have to let go of that purple buff. Objectives away for this entire series. Another turtle might go into the hands of Aurora. Never mind, I take it back. Karltzy just pops in, steals it away. But do they want to fight? Throne of Ruin committed. Light will not pursue.
Bring It On, they did not respect the fact that Karl's retribution was off of cooldown and Bennyqt's was not. And I think it was correct for Aurora to do that, but they needed to clear the jungle first. They needed to make sure that there was no attempt. And Liquid, they rolled the dice, they flipped the coin. They dropped everything to be able to secure it. Now they're looking to punish. 5 gold, 5,000 gold still in the middle of them.
Oh, they're going for Sanford. Oheb will not show himself anymore.
Far away, hidden from Aurora. They'll never know where this Lunox bomb might come from. That Sanji DD, Turtle at half health.
Yeah, but Yue's holding this brush too.
Lord, rather. Here we go.
Oh, now Sanji goes for Yue, but the damage doesn't seem to be enough. Edward jumps in with a Raven Spider as a response, but Light, he's holding Karltzy down.
Oh!
Sanford dodges the Embracer's Wrath just barely, and Oheb goes in from behind, but for some reason Karl, he's bursted down.
And Oheb goes as well. battle where one baby cake goes, the other follows. Sanji the only one left. It's a 2v1. You and Edward chasing him down.
I think that...
Uh-oh.
Okay, maybe we talk about that later on. Bennyqt takes the Lord.
Carl!
Edward holding down 2 AOG from Light. But will this be enough? Throne of Ruin already committed. Karltzy's the first to fall.
Not like this, says Aurora. Not again. As Bennyqt takes down 40 after taking Edward. It's a wipeout pending.
Vengeance committed, but does that keep him alive? It's a no! A wipeout by Aurora.
Aurora can actually play this way. Flicker their way out of that Throne of Ruin. Lord Dons began. Light with a conceal. Who's he looking for?
Karltzy seems to be the target. Unbreakable land onto him. Edward is there, but he does not use the bravest fighter just yet.
Oh, look at Sanji and
This
Sanford.
is already enough to provide some zoning. Sanford decides to go in too, though, but Light can just AOG out of there. But he spots Sanji!
Edward commits the bravest fighter, Lord of the eighth of its health.
Oh, now they're after Bennyqt, forces out the Winter Crown, but the Throne of Ruin again landing onto multiple members, and Karl! He gets the objective for Liquid, and they're fighting back!
Oheb Bow traded out for Bennyqt, and that is Sanford gleaming on out.
He doesn't get to escape, and Sanji, he's trying to look for more!
Brilliance Blast takes out Bennyqt, and it's just Edward and UL left. They take out JP. The GOAT stands alone.
He can clear the waves, but Yue and Edward, what could the plan be? The Lord is spawning right now, and they might not get to push any further. Karl still taking him on. Edward's all alone, receives majority of the Ogi shadow kill, but he's so tanky.
All right.
Yeah. So it wasn't...
He did it. He did it. That retribution was worth it for Bennyqt now. The dance fully breaking on out. That's a fourth of the health left on the Lord.
Oh, now it's a bit different. Light going in. Sanji already forced to use his chaos. But Bennyqt, while those were happening, he just took the objective for Aurora. JP, can he get out of this? Oheb still not going in. Now he does.
Oh.
But look at the real world
Carl!
manipulation, stopping them in their tracks.
When it comes to honesty, no one can be Aurora in a fight like this.
Sanford going in, but JP, he had to receive the damage from the Appraiser's Wrath. Sanji goes in as well, but this does not look like it's gonna be good for Liquid.
It's gone sideways.
Oh, but he still
Sanji
survives.
still takes out Bennyqt. Oheb holding on. Down goes Sanji. Oheb the only one left.
And now there goes another wipeout with no one left to defend. Aurora will take match point.
One game away from the grand finals. One game away from that slot at M7. Aurora 2-1.
Is that Aurora are sticking with the Fredrin. So now they have to target Doming. But now, who is going to be the first target? Karltzy just goes for Bennyqt straight up. There goes the RWM. And they just try to get out of the box, as mentioned. And it's so easy for them, but Edward flickers in with a Dark Wave!
Coming in with a demonic pursuit by Sanford.
That's gonna be the first casualty of the game. First objective goes to Aurora
Pass it a little longer. Turtle approaching half health.
too. Yep, no one's really committing just yet, but Aurora decides to go in first. There's the real world once again. Sanford using the final slash, but no follow-up will happen. Aurora are just going all in, and Karltzy's the next target. Sanji's Crimson Beacon out, but Edward follows him under the turret. And that's 2 members down for Team Liquid.
Here's one of those times when I wish Liquid had that Hayabusa to hunt down this Ixia. Because the last time it was picked was Season 14, about a year ago, September 27, 2024, by Kozin, when he was playing for TNC. So the last time...
That was a completely different TNC that we're talking about at the time, a year ago. Oh, Edward again has all his eyes on Sanford. But could he be the target? They're gonna settle for whatever they can. Edward, once again, it's only Sanford that he's trying to look for.
Oh no.
Karltzy trying to close in. Edward forcing a fight down or on the other side of the map as well. But the AOG is already committed. SOD finally connects. Sanford goes in and Bennyqt actually falls. But Edward gets the Lord!
Mr. Consistent secures it, and they take down so many. The Liquid Stampede is quelled. Aurora finds the wipeout. Bennyqt is a maniac.
Their holy shields. And Aurora, they're so terrifying. They actually go for Yawi, but is he the target? Bennyqt! It's Bennyqt they want! It's a shutdown from Sanji!
Ohmyveenus coming in from the back line. Bennyqt trained on him. Traded 2 for already. JP and Sanford.
Oh no!
3 members of Aurora are on him. Down he goes. Yawi gets him.
That was time for Liquid to clear the Lord, but was he the best option to get that time? To buy that time for the cavalry?
It's gone sideways as the RWM comes out of Yawi.
Karltzy and Sanji, they still have to deal with a single minion and another wave in mid, but Karl, he's trying to close in Bennyqt. Sanford trying to catch up, goes for light, but he has the unbreakable to move a bit further.
Big gold lead. And I think they're in the right spots. Bennyqt builds his final item to fill up his kit, has a wind of nature of his own. So in case Ohmyveenus finds him, Sanford finds him, he should be fine. Lord getting blitzed by Aurora.
Oh, wait, they're actually moving away. They see majority of Liquid trying to position themselves in the Lord. What could be the call for Aurora?
Deadly Dawn starting up Final Slash.
Sanford finding some targets, but they're not the best just yet. Light jumping in, Bennyqt secures the Lord, Bennyqt rather, and now they're going in, JP, all in, Sanford's next. They're losing members one by one, Aurora. They're going for the chase, but Liquid has to run away.
The Stampede goes backwards, they roll out. The Lord spawns up top. Aurora is inside the base, they crack through mid.
Do they have enough wave clear? Can Ohmyveenus deal with this alone? Sanji, what can they do to delay this siege?
Full barrage!
Ohmyveenus is down, there's no one left to clear. It's a double for Doming, and the Northern Lights, towards their redemption, are headed back to the world stage.
Aurora are going to Jakarta, 3-1. They're going to M7. They lock in for the grand finals.
Asa mo sa katabi mo, who has been very emotional all throughout. Light! You were the light at the end of Aurora's tunnel. You made it back into the grand finals. What makes this so special for you?
Kasi nung mga times na malapit na ako sa Grand Finals, lagi ako natatalo sa TLPH eh. Laging kinakapos. Tapos after nun, parang napunta na sa Indo, tapos parang napil ko na di ko na kaya. I mean, parang baka hindi ko na kaya makapag-international, gano'n. First appearance ko rin kasi sa Worlds, kaya sobrang special talaga sa akin. Tapos, ayun, para din sa girlfriend ko na lagi sumasupport sa akin.
And Roras, this is Light's first M-World Championship! Woo! What a statement, Almira. What a moment for Light.